Good evening, everybody. Welcome to day 2 of this program. I want to sincerely appreciate everybody for being so consistent. Today, we are going to start day 2 of this training. And what do you think we are having for today's program? For today's program, like I told you, today we'll look into pips. After we look into pips, we look into lots, we look into leverage, brokers, platforms, and charting softwares. We'll talk about types of traders, swing, day, position, scalp. We'll also look into technical analysis. Then after that, I might just see one or two things I can do. So now, but let me quickly talk about what I'm going to be doing. I want to start with pips. What exactly is a pip? A pip is known as percentage in points, and it represents a tiny measure of the change in a currency pair. And a pip, it can be measured in terms of the quotes or in terms of the underlying currency. Determining your profit and losses is an essential part of trading. So let's take a closer look at how pips factors in this equation. So we want to have a closer look of how pip factors in this equation I'm talking about. So class, what exactly is a pip? A pip is when you say 1 over 100 times 1 over 100. One times 1 is what? 1. 100 times 100 is what? 10,000. Now, 1 divided by 10,000 is what? 0.001. So the fourth value from the decimal is what we see as a pip, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. This fourth value you see can be regarded as what? 1 pip. So if I'm saying that this can be regarded as 1 pip, then it means that what if I have an exchange rate like this? Probably the exchange rate is 1.28 510. 1.28 510. So it means that if you look at it actually, the fourth value from the decimals is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fourth value from the decimal, which is 1. I might eventually say that, okay, I'll just say Mr. Adams, can you add 5 pips to this exchange rate? I expect Mr. Adams to come here and add the 5 here, which is this fourth value. Adding 5, that will be 0, 6, 5, 8, 2.1. Are you saying this? Adding 5, this should be 1.2856. What if I tell him that, Mr. Adams, add 10 to this? 10 being added to this, I will have 1 and 0. So adding 1 and 0 to that, it means that this is 0, then this will be 1. 5 plus 1 is what? 6. So this is 1.28610. So this is how to add 10 pips to what? Or even more to an exchange rate. So class, let me quickly talk about yen pairs. Yen pairs are those pairs that are CHF-JPY, Euro-JPY, then you have GBP-JPY, so this is what? Like these are yen pairs. These are what? Yen pairs. So now, I want to say something. For yen pairs, their exchange rate is more or less like this. When you have 1/10 times 1/10. 1 times 1 is what? 1. 10 times 10 is what? 100. 1 divided by 100 is what? 0.01. So the second value from the decimals is what they concentrate as what? Your P. So let me give an example of yen pairs, what I'm trying to say. If I have an exchange rate like 1.115.210, and I say, Mr. Manuel, can you just add 5 pips to this exchange rate? I expect this man to come here and add that 5. You know, this is 1, 2. So I expect this man to come here and add that 5 here. So eventually, that will be what? 115.260. 115.260. So that's how. What if I want to add 10 pips to this, which is also very simple? What do I do, class? The same 115.210. I also want to add 10 pips to this. So this should be 1. I'll come here and put 1 and 0. So this should be 0, 1, 3.5, 1, 1. You see this. So I successfully added 10 pips to that yen pair. So that is that about addition of pips to what? Addition of pips to exchange rate. I repeat, that is that about addition of pips to what? To exchange rate. On to my next slide. My next slide is lots. What are lots? Lots represent the size of your trade in Forex. In another interpretation, lot is the number of currency units you trade in Forex. Plus, there are actually 4 types of lots. And these 4 types of lots are the standard lots, mini lots, micro lots. Now, there is also what they call nano lots, but I don't like talking about that nano lots because nano lots is much more negligible, meaning that it's not of real relevance in the Forex market. So let me start with micro lots. I have a formula I use for this. I simply say x over 10,000. Where X is your known quantity. Where X is your known quantity. So with this, if I have something like this, what do I do? Let's say somebody like Mr. Yeshua or Yehoshua comes to me and says that I have $100. What will be my lot size? I'll just do a simple mathematics. I'll say 100. I'll say 100 divided by 10,000. 100 divided by 10,000. Zeros will cancel zeros. 1 divided by 100 is what? 0.01. So Mr. Yehoshua is having a lot size of what? 0.01. Mr. Yehoshua is having a lot size of what? 0.01. So this is a micro lot size. So this is a micro lot size. Now, if somebody like, who is in the house again? If somebody like Mr. Adit, we see Mr. Bushira or Madam Bushira comes to me and say that, okay, Mr. Godspower. Now, let me say something quickly, class. Micro lot size ranges from $100 to $900. I repeat, micro lot size ranges from what? From $100 to what? To $900. So even if you have $900, for instance, $900 can be 900 divided by 10,000. Do your mathematics. This will still give you 0.09. This will give you what? 0.09. So such person is known to have a micro lot size. Now, what if somebody like Madam Bushira comes to me and says, Mr. Godspower, please, I want to deposit $1,000 in the forex market. What would be my lot size? Let's say she comes to me and she says that I expect this woman to do a mathematics like this. She will come here, she will say, $1,000. I expect her to say 1,000 divided by 10,000. 1,000 divided by 10,000. These zeros will cancel these zeros. 1 divided by 10 is what? That's 0.1. Plus 0.1 is a mini lot size. I repeat, 0.1 is a mini lot size. A mini lot size is a lot size that ranges from, I repeat, a mini lot size is a lot size that ranges from $1,000 to $9,000. I repeat, a mini lot size is a lot size that ranges from $1,000 to $9,000. So in other words, if somebody is having $9,000, for instance, if somebody is having $9,000, that person is using what? A mini lot size. That person is using what? A mini lot size. The next one I'd like to talk about is the last one, which is what the standard lot size. Let's say Mr. Who is in the house again? Let's say Mr. Siphon comes to me and says, Mr. Godspower, I have $10,000. What would be my lot size? Very simple maths. This man, that would be 10,000. 10,000 divided by 10,000. Now 10,000 divided by 10,000 is what? 1. So it means that Mr. C Fund has a standard lot size of what? 1. So a standard lot size is a lot size that ranges from $10,000 upwards. A standard lot size is a lot size that ranges from what? $10,000 upwards. Are you in board class? My biggest advice to everybody here is the lowest amount I advise anybody who wants to trade in the forex market. The lowest amount I expect anybody who wants to trade in the forex market to trade with is $100. Please, I used to see some people will be asking, God's power, please. I have, they will tell me that God's power, I have $50. Can I trade in the market? If I tell them no, yet they will not hear, they'll go ahead. That money will burn easily. One thing I've noticed about this business is the higher your money in the forex market, the more or the better it is for you to manage the risk. If you have $20 now, how can you manage that in the market? When one single trade can come and burn your account. So please open your account with nothing less than $100. Are you okay? Thank you very much. Let me go to my next phase now. The next phase is leverage. Leverage results from using borrowed capital as a funding source when investing to expand the firm's asset base and generate returns on risk capital. Now, what is leverage? I don't want to speak too much grammar. What is leverage? Leverage is when, for instance, you have $100. The forex brokers, they come to you that, Mr. Yehoshua, we know you don't have much capital. Why don't you come and use a leverage of 1 to 500? What that means is, if Mr. Yehoshua uses a leverage of 1 to 500, it means that with that $100, that will be $100 is using that ratio. So with that ratio, Mr. Yehoshua, instead of $100 in real life, in the financial market, it will be $100 times 500, which is $50. So with this class, it means that your $100 is now $50,000 in the financial market. But the truth is, do you think the forex brokers, they do this for free? No, they don't do this for free. They will surely get their commission for boosting your money up in the financial market. The next one I'd like to talk about is brokers. Brokers are firms that provide traders with access to a platform that allows them to buy and sell foreign currencies. Transactions in this market are always between a pair of two different currencies. So forex traders either buy or sell this particular pair they want to trade. Now, let me just say this in conclusion as regards that definition. Brokers are actually people that they will come to you. They will say, Mr. James, don't worry, we'll give you MetaTrader 4 to trade with. Are you with me? In those days, remember very clearly, there was nothing like MetaTrader 4. Thank God, in the video I'll give you tomorrow, you will read the history of MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. MetaTrader 4 was actually designed in 2005. MetaTrader 5 was designed 2013. This MetaTrader 5 you see people using today, it was designed 8 years ago. The other one was designed in 2005. Are you with me? So all these things, and they were designed with MetaCode 4. Are you with me? So brokers will only give you a platform at which you can use to trade successfully in the forex market. And like I said yesterday, there are 1,001 brokers. I'm sorry to say, many of these brokers, if you go into them, you regret. But there are some broking firms, if you go into them, you will smile. Are you with me? That their withdrawing money is not a problem. You deposit money with ease and everything is going well with you. Examples of forex brokers are Forex Time. Apari, OctaFX, XM Forex, XNES, Avatrade, InstaFX, TopFX, FXT. Are you seeing that? Now, class, OctaFX is very, very, very wonderful. In fact, there was a time they were actually on a promo. I think they were on 30% or 50% promo. So what that means is if you deposit $100, your $100 will become 150, meaning you've added 50% extra to your money. But there's something I noticed about OctaFX. I don't know if they are changed now. It is not possible for you to withdraw all your capital. If, for instance, like one of my students deposited $100 and the guy got $150, he tried withdrawing, it could not go less than $33. So you can see that those people, they know what they are doing. Another one I use is Altforex. Please, that's just a minute. Another one I use again is what? Altforex. Altforex is so wonderful. They have been into this business for years, more than 10 years. And since when I've been using Altforex class, I've never regretted it. Do you know that I'm so convenient with Altforex that I did not even bother to go into another broking firm? Why? Altforex, if you deposit, as I am speaking to you, class, do you know that I checked yesterday after I finished my class with you? I checked yesterday, I discovered that the withdrawal rate right now on dollar to naira is 505 naira. You can see that Nigeria, if you can see that there's nothing like for you to save in dollars. I used to remember last year, last year, it was 300 and something naira to a dollar. Now it's 505 to withdraw. Now imagine somebody that wants to deposit. I'm sure right now for you to deposit into Forex or any of these broking firms, it is now very high. Are you with me? So that's why it is good. Even if somebody is not ready to trade yet, you can just take, if it's $100, which is like 51,500, dump it into your account first. When you are through with this program, you start trading. And if you have a live account, good for you. Congratulations. So let's proceed. Avatrade is also wonderful. They are also wonderful. TopFX is good. Please, any other one I did not point doesn't mean they are not good. I use Altforex. The rest of my students, they use other brokers. In fact, one thing about Altforex is that Altforex is document sensitive. When I mean document sensitive, if you maybe, for instance, you try to upload an ID card that is not clear, they will not take it. Are you with me? But don't worry. If you are consistent with this class, I'll teach you how to survive those moments. There's a way you can still do it. That all those your documents will be accepted. Are you? It's not like there are some broken firms. You don't submit to your complete identification and all of that, they will approve you. Why? Because they need customers. Altforex is never like that. Are you with me? So, platform and chatting software. The one I use actually is TradingView. This TradingView, I will talk about TradingView in my advanced class. Like for instance, I will have my advanced class coming up from this Monday. And it will go from Monday, 18th of October, and it will end 1st of November. It will go 18th of October, and it will end 1st of October. So I will have my advanced class coming up around that. I will talk about TradingView, the advanced class. TradingView is what I will talk about in day one of that class. Are you with me? TradingView is exactly what I'll talk about in the day one of that class. Don't worry, I'll give you all this PDF class. Types of traders. We have scalp traders, we have day traders, we have swing traders, we have position traders, we have algorithmic traders, we have event-driven traders. If I start with the first one, scalp traders. Scalp traders are traders that trade that focus on holding positions for time frames as small as a few seconds to a few minutes. And scalp traders, I have noticed one thing about scalp traders and day traders. They don't like it when their trade goes over to the next day. They hate it so much. And I don't blame them. The reason being that if your trade should go over to the next day, there is something called swap fee. there is something called swap fee. What's swap fee? Swap fee is a fee the brokers will charge overnight when your trade rolls over to the next day. Swap fee is a fee the brokers will charge you overnight when your trade rolls over to the next day. Are you okay? So day traders very similar to them. They also don't like to hold position over to the next day. Are you okay? They like to trade and they zoom off the market with immediate effect. Swing traders. Swing traders are traders that hold on to trade for longer than a day. Swing traders are traders that hold on to trade for longer than a day. God knows that I can never do this. God knows. How can you hold trade longer than a day and perhaps couples of weeks? When your trade goes to couples of weeks, then you are in trouble. Because as at that time, if let's say, for instance, you are targeting just $2 in the market, couples of weeks can even lead to $5. You have even made a loss above what you are targeting. If you now use frustration and close those trades, guess what? You just incur further loss. Should I tell you one reason why people's accounts go on glass? You know, I've been in this business for long. I can tell you a whole lot of stories. One reason why people get their account burnt is that when they get into a trade and they get trapped in that trade now starts accumulating loss. How does it accumulate loss? The trade will be having several swap fees. Imagine that on the currency pair, brokers will charge you a swap fee of 0.2. Now, if that trade should last for 5 days, that's how many dollars? $1. If that trade should last for 3 weeks, that's how many dollars? $3. If that trade should last for 6 weeks, that's how many dollars? $6. Let's say probably what you were just aiming was just $1. Imagine at the end of the day, the person accumulates all of these trades and the person gets his account burnt. Position traders are traders that would trade for longer periods of time. Yes, I have friends that, when you do this kind of business, you meet several kind of people. I have friends that they are extremely busy. One is a sailor, the other one, I think the other one is an official naval person. So what happens is they keep on to their trade, and guess what? They will go to wherever they are, and at the end of the day, they acquire the same pips if their strategies are right. If their strategies are right, they acquire their pips. Algorithmic traders are traders that design programs to place trades. Yes, I am actually a software engineer. I am presently designing one. In fact, let me very candid, I'm through with my robots. But the only thing is, that whenever you have designed a robot, you must backtest it to see the efficiency of that robot. So my robot is really taking my time. Now, it's not my fault because I also have a lot of things I do. So I'm backtesting it. And once I'm through, I'm definitely going to launch it out for sale. I'm going to launch it out for sale. Probably I don't need to come and sell it to anybody here. If you attend the advanced class that is coming up from Monday, and you see that the strategies will be so perfect. Are you okay? Event-driven traders are traders that keep up to world news. Like there was yesterday, something happened. I noticed that the forex market was very bad. Do you know what I did? I had to go and use the news to trade. And immediately I traded with the news, the profit was massive. I made massive profit that yesterday. So sometimes some of my students, I remember there was somebody I trained like this in my beginner's class. The man was thinking maybe I was lying. He said, Mr. Godspower, if truly you've been trading, show us proof. Just the way people are attending classes and the rest. Show us proof that I made profit today. Whatever me, I always like to do my own thing so that you wouldn't see it as if this man is lying. I took my screenshot and I sent you. The man was surprised. I remember when that man was making payments for his advanced class. The man had money. He was just paying bit by bit. You understand? He made the first part of the payment. Then later, when he now discovered that nobody is a scammer, everything is going real and everything is going well, the man didn't even wait until the order sign was to make. He made the payment instantly. And today, that man, and in fact, even today we spoke, there is no day we don't communicate. Are you with me? There is no day we don't communicate. So that is that. Plus, like I told you yesterday, the motto still remains that If you are not greedy in this market, you are consistent with what you get, you will surely make it in this business. Imagine somebody who has $100. I know if I say this now, so many people will be like, that's not how to make money. But the truth is, in this business, there's something called garbage in, garbage out. If you jump into the market with $100, I want to make $200, you see those things you see on YouTube. Don't deceive yourself. Don't go and get deceived with those things. I am a YouTuber, in case you don't know. You know what they do there? They will put thumbnails, $5 to $100. You will say, wow, I must put in $5. You get in, you be frustrated. $100 to $100,000. Am I not doing life account? Don't I have a life account? I know what is happening there. You see, let me tell you one thing you don't know about YouTubers. When YouTubers, they post something online, let me explain some things to you in case some of you don't know, and I know some of you will know. You know what they do? When they put attractive thumbnails like $5 to make $100, once you click on it and you watch it, let me tell you what you are promoting. Number one, you will promote the fact that the dollars will run into their own account. There's what they call revenue on that YouTube dashboard. Dollar will go there. If they have adverts they are running, pay sponsored adverts, you will even be attracted to some of those things. And you might want to purchase some of the items. Are you with me? So please, I can't come here and roll my mouth and tell you fake things. Thank God I've been into this business for long. If I'm not being into this business, I can't come here and be teaching. I can't come here and be talking to you. Please, I advise you, greediness is never permitted in this business. I know of somebody that disappointed me recently. That's one thing about me. I'll tell you the good things people have done, and also tell you what they have done. So I don't look as if everything seems to be rosy. The girl deposited $100, and she said, "Sir, please let me be monitoring how I'm doing all these things." I said, "No problem, I understand." The next thing, I think the first day, I noticed that $100 rose to $20. I said, "Wow, madam, how did you do this? Do you know what you have just done? You just made 20% off. Is it 20% or whatever percentage has been? You just made 20% of your capital, which is very, very, very risky. Normally, somebody who has $100 should not target more than $10 in a day. If you have $200, don't target more than $20 in a day. Guess what? That same account that made $120, that same account is off today. When the thing, one thing about this thing is like somebody who is gambling. When I make 1,000 naira today, wow. Next week I should make 20. Make 20,000, wow. I should make 500. From 500, that's what happened in MMM time. That's everything will just go down. So thank you very much, class. So class, before we go, there's something I'll share with you. I agree with you. I told you that this is a 4-day class, and the 4-day class will elapse tomorrow. Mr. Yehoshua, please unmute yourself. You will do me a favor. I will download some apps. I will drop some apps for you to download tomorrow. I need you to download those apps. I'll use your phone to teach you. Mr. Yehoshua, are you there, please? Please unmute yourself. I need you to please download those apps. I'll use your phone to teach the class. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you.
Okay, Mr. James, thank you, sir. Please, I need you to download those apps. So, class, for you, after that Thursday's class, there is no other class again. The other class that will now hold from 18th of October to 1st of November will be the advanced class. And the fee for the advanced class is 10,000 naira. The fee for the advanced class is what? 10,000 naira. Yes, I know that by the grace of God, class, 10,000 naira is a very, 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 very big deal. I agree with you. But I can assure you, if you take time to attend this advanced class, what you have just learned here, you see all what you are doing in this place is just theory work. It's just theory work. In the advanced class, I will never give you the only thing I know I do in the advanced class is I drop PDF ahead of the class. I will show you everything tonight, so I don't know, I think I'm lying. I drop PDF ahead of the class. So once I drop those PDF, you read ahead, you prepare for the class. Are you with me? So that class, please, is just for them. And guess what? It's going for just 2 weeks. After that 2 weeks, I used to hear some people saying that 2 weeks, after you do 4 days, advanced class, 2 weeks training, Does that make you perfect in this business? See, let me tell you something you don't know. This business is like somebody who is learning a job. You can be on this business for 5 years and you still don't know anything. Take it or leave it. You can be in this business for 5 years and you still don't know any. I have people that do these things now. I have friends. Are you with me? So, what I am just the intention about that 2 weeks is that I'm going to teach you trading strategies that work. I agree there are 1,001 indicators in the market today. But I'm just going to teach you just 10. With that 10, you have a perfect job. Now, let me show you what I'll be giving you in the advanced class. So I don't look as maybe this man will be lying up and down, one thing or the other. Now, if you come to my screen, this is my screen. Right here on my screen, you will see something like advanced class PDF. You see these PDFs? This is what I will send from day 1 to day 10, which is exactly the 2 weeks. Day 1 to day 10. This PDF, I'll be sending it ahead for you to read. So once you get prepared, then I will teach you in the evening. And guess what? We'll be using Telegram. That Telegram I'll be using, I'll be dropping all those videos for you live to watch. I'll be dropping all those videos for you live to watch. Class, if you want to start making payments, you can start making payments now. Secondly, I want you to put your mind at rest. This is not a scamming area. Like I used to say in life, you must take a risk to be successful. I can assure you, if you make your payment now, if I have your phone number, I will call you. Please do me a favor. When you make payment to that account, call that number or you send the screenshot to that phone number, because that account is a business account. So many alert goes in. I don't situation whereby to look and see I don't know who has sent money into my account. Thank you very much. Please ask your questions before we go. You can ask your question.
Okay, when is the hello? I have a question.
Okay, I'm with you, sir.
Yeah. When is the advanced class? When are we starting it?
We are starting on Monday, sir. On Monday, according to my date here, is 18th of October. Are you with me, sir? On Monday here is 18th of October. And to end exactly 1st of November. And the time for that advanced class is 9 p.m. Are you with me? The time for that advanced class is what? 9 p.m. We are starting on Monday, yes, sir, which is 18. So you can, that, you know why I like announcing now? I did not announce on Thursday. I want you to prepare ahead towards the advanced class. If you make payment now, sir, God is in my heart. I will add you to the advanced class group right now. Right now. Are you with me, sir?
All right.
Yes, sir. So, is there any other question in the house? Is there any other question in the house? I want to go and take the advanced class students. I have one for 9 o'clock today. Is there any other question?
Good evening.
Yeah, Mr. Yehoshua. Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, I came to the class a bit late, and
there's no problem, sir. That's why I'm recording this class, sir. I don't miss
yes,
recording.
and again, I was not. I was on and off because I was a bit busy. But I will go through the material. I want to the PDF. Sure, you will send PDF to the group.
Everything,
this very class.
Everything by the grace of God.
After going through it, I will send questions to the group if I have any.
Yes, no problem. Yes,
and then concerning the advanced class,
yes, sir.
From here now we'll now see how we'll move on.
No problem, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. Is there any other question in the house? It's just 2 minutes for us to answer.
Hello.
Yeah, Madam Saifon, good evening. I thought you were even a male. Sorry. Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, yeah, good evening.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, I want to ask, after registering with you,
yes, ma'am,
for the advanced class, are we going to still follow your broker?
Of course. Why not?
In fact, use your broker.
Yes, you use Hotforex. Hotforex is very, very perfect, madam. I'm sure of that.
Okay.
There was even something I forgot to tell you people. I will mentor you people for free. If that fee is for the class and the mentorship is free. Yeah, also go on. The time is almost elapsed now.
And also, the money to use to trade is quite different from the one we pay for you for the advanced class.
Yes, it's different. Man. The trading
And
money.
what is the least?
The least
what's the least
I
amount?
advise people to use to trade with is $100. $100 is like 51,000. $100.
$100. And the mentorship you're talking about, the free mentorship you're talking about, like how long will it take? Because
Madam,
sometimes they will tell like that.
No, Madam, I'm not like that.
I will mentor you before once they get what they want, they will just drop you along the line and cancel.
I'm not like that. I'm not like
hearing you.
I'm not like God sees me. I'm not like that. The students I started this program with when I started training online, I still attend to them till tomorrow. I'm not like that.
And sometimes when you ask questions, you seem as if you're asking too much.
Oh, madam.
That's how some people, I'm just telling you from experience.
I know what you mean now. People have made the same complaints. Yeah, I know what you mean. No. We can't do that. We can't do that. Never. You get that, man. So I think this time is about elapsing. Don't worry, I will take more questions tomorrow. I promise you.